Are you live soon?
I think it should be. Yep, I am. Alrighty, so this is, I guess, the kickoff to the annual Race for World Championship. The first match not technically happening. This is just a throwdown between Rush and Burnt Potato Famine. Rush being the champions of RMCT5 and having a bye for the group stages, which are going to be happening this weekend. And just coming together for a throwdown against BPF on Gone Camping by Matt Susan and Diamond Axe. New map, not going to be in the tournament, but still good to get some competitive playtime on it before it actually gets played. Oh yeah, nice advertising, Matt.
Nice warning. I didn't know you were streaming.
Sorry. Are we gonna do the sumo? I hope one of you is in creative so that I don't have to get out.
No, I got it. Is this sumo lever?
They're both levers.
Do they both work?
You have to use both of them. Matt wanted it to be symmetrical, so yeah, alright. So looks like we have Muck sumoing for BPF and Uplum sumoing for Rush. And looks like BPF wins that, so they get their lane choice, choosing right. And I think I had that.
And is this the updated
I did
version
have
with
that.
like the anvil at the end of the map?
It was the one that he just recently sent me.
Is the anvil fixed on this map?
What do you mean fixed?
Like, I remember the balloon on one map was farther ahead than on the other map.
It's fixed now.
All
like
right.
when the anvil falls, it's gonna fall into the void. Yep.
Alright.
Alrighty, so go
what'd you TP? Oh wait, no, never mind.
I TP'd to him so I can get back to spawn.
Alright, so as I mentioned earlier, new map coming from Matt Susan and Diamond Axe. Gone Camping, kind of an interesting concept that we haven't seen too much in Race for World maps. The map's only around 200 blocks long, which is incredibly short for a Race for World map, and everything is so compact and neatly packed together. There's not much unused space. Everything is on top of each other, close to each other. You can pretty much shoot someone from every single wall from being inside one wall, and so the PvP options should be pretty neat on this map.
Kind of like Mountain Mayhem in that sense of how everything can be seen from every wall.
Yeah, not nearly as vertical as Mountain Mayhem, which pretty neat for PvP from a PvP standpoint. You don't have these ridiculously tall shots throughout the entire map. You can pretty much get a decent shot from the surface at the very bottom of the wall. So, really interesting map design.
Should we bother doing an interview, like asking what they're gonna do in the game or whatnot, or no?
I guess that's decided. Alright, Rush is ready. Did I see BPF? Yep, BPF is now ready. I guess not a quick time for a map tour, especially because I barely know the map. What you do need to know, I'm pretty sure this is the entrance to first wall. You have to enter through here, and then go up here and through the PvE section. Second wall is this lava portion. Not entirely sure about that. Yeah, second wall is the lava portion. There's two different entrances, and
Alright, I think we've said ready. They're both ready.
Okay, yeah, let's start it.
Is that Mini? Sounds like Mini. Another important thing to mention is with the PvE wool, you've got to run 2 separate portions of it in order to get all the way through it. Right, and I realized I don't have any sounds.
Yeah, sorry about that. We don't have the server whitelisted, do we? Right. Okay. So I guess quick rundown, even though match has already started. For BPF we have Sean, Strangey, Ultimate 7 Falcon, and Muck. And for Rush we have Contranaut, Fuldesi, Okarn, or Ak, and Uplum.
And I know what Rush is going to do, because I mean, I was supposed to do it. Uplum is going to end up running the first portion of the PvE wool pretty early on, while Contranaut is going to run the second part as soon as Uplum hits a certain point. Ak is going to be just a standard roaming PvPer and sit around doing nothing too exciting. And Fold is actually going to be locking down this section of the map with a cannon that he has in a PvP wool that he is running. There's a lot going on really early on.
Okay, we have the toggle spectators back. And we can see someone for Rush already down inside the cave. Looks like he is mostly just trying to avoid PvP pressure. Or getting ready to start running first, potentially.
He's got the leather for armor and he hasn't made it yet, which is quite a mistake in my opinion. It's the only reason he brings that with after all.
No, BPF looks to be going for an incredibly heavy PvP pressure at the start. Muck shooting right before this cave gap sort of thing. Sean shooting right after the lake. And Strangey shooting right before the lake. So trying to go for a really heavy lockdown at this part of the map while we have Ultimate 7 Falcon. I have my compass,
Just
don't I?
looking for him.
Okay.
I found him here. He looks like he has geared up with leather armor, iron sword, some golden apples.
Some TNT,
Got a
so
little bit of TNT.
TNT and the creeper spawn eggs, so we might be seeing some nifty little cannons from him sometime soon.
I imagine he might be trying to get rid of the anvil early on.
Potentially. You mentioned just taking out the block underneath the anvil makes it fall through the void.
And he's gonna boat drop down to the TNT right now. Will he do it? Nope. Oh, yeah.
You should have gone get the
got it.
iron block because there was no confession. He wasn't being contested, so.
I don't imagine a lot of teams are going to actually get it. The anvil is not the most important thing in that area.
Taking out fire so that his cannon's actually able to fire without getting blown up. And we might be seeing oh, cannon right here. We'll see when we
Might be
get back to
cannoning TNT supplies. That might be what it is. And they just threw a flint and steel down to him.
Oh, neat teamwork play going for there. Might be getting a 4-shot cannon with the delayed shots to try and get rid of the entities just to make sure they get blown up. Or just for more damage.
Inside the caverns before.
Looks to be having decent.
Before the first.
Looks to be having decent trouble with mobs. I think he got killed by a guardian earlier. So mob trouble's kind of highlighting.
There goes the TNT. Oh, just kidding, not quite yet.
Oh, look at that baby zombie pigman.
He's blown up the chest, but the entities are all still sitting there.
Oh.
Wasted a lot of those creeper eggs.
Yeah, he still has those. He might use one of them for.
He's out.
Oh, is this diagonal cannon?
I bet he's trying to cannon the diamond and the iron blocks. And Uplum just entered the void lane. Where would that have been?
He didn't look like he had anything on him. I don't know if that's AutoRef being glitchy or if he actually didn't have anything on him.
Oh
Just
no, he got
trying to-
knocked out with his gear. But it wasn't much. Leather armor, stone sword. You can see where he was right here, trying to pillar up into this
Oh, alrighty.
one wide gap.
It does look like he was able to break the golden ore. Not too much of an issue, too much of an obstacle, but still being able to do that without PvP pressure, without cannoning pressure is still really good. Firefight happening on top of third wall.
Alright, that corner cannon is built now. Yep, button place. I imagine these are going for those iron and diamonds, and maybe even the ladders.
Yeah.
Actually,
I wouldn't see the ladders too much. I'd be pretty certain about it, trying to hit
you
the
might be
diamonds.
going up higher to the actual diamond ore in the caves.
Ooh, that's
And he's
that's
able to
a
get the
nice
diamond
cannon.
block. So really good cannon from BPF. There's still a decent amount of diamond ore, but potentially more shots from the cannon can get rid of those. And potentially... Oh yeah, nice shot the second time around. And potentially
one
starving
thing-
out the diamond ore for Rush.
The one thing he doesn't know is Rush has no intent to go for that diamond ore.
Alright.
They intended on just doing everything with leather and iron.
Alright, so we'll see how this ends up playing out for BPF. If the armor advantage is going to be enough to stop their PvP pressure, help them run wolves better, lock down wolves better. So we'll see how that ends up playing out.
Where is everybody else? Muck's on top, cut down some wood. Gold's running out of time if he wants to get this TNT. And without that TNT, it's kind of a huge loss, because that was their lockdown.
A firefight on top of right before the drop. Both members from Rush are naked, despite what it might look like. Felicity has leather armor in his inventory that he's not putting on, which potentially give him the extra shot. Maybe swing the battle in his favor, especially against Muck, who's in full leather with the projectile protection 1-chain chestplate.
And he
So-
just puts that leather armor out.
Alrighty.
Muck's got that what is it?
Projectile protection 1.
Front one. Yeah.
Yeah, we see someone from Rush inside of first wool.
That'll be up.
That's Uplum. He hasn't entered the wool yet. He's still trying to take out mobs, make sure he has a safe path into the wool. So we might be seeing a run for this sometime soon.
He also doesn't have any blocks with his route, so that's the reason he's digging down like this is to get those as well.
He has a crafting table for the armor, so...
And that's actually where he died right there.
Alright. Dropped on from above. Kind of unfortunate, a little bit of a delay, but doesn't seem to be hurting them too much. And we have...
Goes down to Muck. If he's still... That TNT supply is still just laying there.
all three members of Rush shooting next to this cabin. Kind of an unfortunate 2v1, 3v2 situation for them. They're dedicating 3 players to try and stop what these BPF players aren't actually doing. And in turn, the only real progress they're making on wolves is the short progress that Uplum has right now. Meanwhile, BPF, we have Uplum using a couple cannons. This one, not quite sure what this one's supposed to be. But potentially just getting rid of the easy way down with the iron bars.
I don't know, I just can't help but feel like this might just going on. Falcon's just wasting a lot of time.
It might also be to stay there. Excuse me. Stay there for a potential lockdown, trying to stop anyone from just going down, period. Any blocks he places will be cannoned out. Because he fired it that one time, and hasn't fired it since, so...
Happened to Uplum. Oh, he was shot by Strange, who's running the same portion of the wall that Uplum's trying to do.
So nighttime is falling, we're going to be seeing some beds set.
And there's Muck and Falcon setting beds.
Yep.
Instantly.
Ogg and Contranaut have both set their beds as well. So this firefight's going to be pretty much just a time waster.
Wow.
Not too much progress getting done.
Uplum shot out by Strangey again. Stop being an idiot. think about what he's doing instead of just rushing blindly into that wall.
Strange looks like he's gonna get taken out by a creeper, but he didn't really have too much gear to take on the wall. A wooden pick, golden sword, bow, arrows.
Once you're actually inside of that wall, there you can reach around and get this chest back here.
Oh, neat.
Pretty much all the supplies you need. For
Oh, yeah.
And then some.
Definitely.
So the tricky part's just getting to it. This one wide hole definitely doesn't help.
Yep. So, we'll see which team can get to that point first. Get armored up, get prepared to run the wall, and potentially lock down the wall from the other team.
Alright, and that TNT's that back and blew up the chest of is gone now. So that is actually quite an issue for Rush.
I'm surprised it didn't manage to go down there in 5 minutes.
They intended on using that TNT for their lockdown of the PvP wall. And
Oh,
without that,
we punch each other to balloon,
Oh, neat.
the shovel.
Alright. Now he just has to get away. Oh, doesn't look like he's planning. Well, he's planning on leaving anytime soon. Not quite sure.
he came here for the anvil, I know.
Yeah, he definitely came here for the anvil.
They intend on using the power books from inside of the walls to use those to lock down as well.
Alright, I'm getting the blocks to bridge back. No one's really paying attention to it. Oh, someone from BPF. Where is my zoom?
And Muck's actually going down this procession area, presumably to get that diamond block and the 2 iron ones.
Yeah, he has a decent amount of skeleton spawn with all of Falcon's time standing on top of here. So he's going to have to spend a little bit of time, take them out, make sure new ones don't spawn like that one just did, and shoot them out. Looks like he's relatively safe for now, being protected by iron bars. But able to get to this first spawner, take that one out, and head on to the second spawner. Meanwhile, no one's really at any angle to try and shoot him and stop him.
Both of them starting to make progress though here. Gonna try to get inside this wall and pillar straight up. And once he can get to the top, he should be pretty much safe to get that gear in. Get on with the rest of the wall. While he does that, Contranaut is stopping. He's getting into his portion of the wall right now too.
The main downside that I'm seeing is it doesn't look like... Is there iron that you can get to for a bucket to deal with these blazes?
For that area, no.
Alright, so
as long as you block yourself up, none of these mobs are an issue in the least bit. The only downside is if you get hit once, you kind of have to hide and regen.
yeah, definitely slowing that down, allowing more mobs to spawn. At the same time, there are definitely a lot of creepers in this wall, so as long as you're able to block yourself from the explosion, creepers pretty much take themselves out. It's just a matter of not dying from that one explosion.
And Strangey has made some progress in too. He is now, I think, going to do the same thing where he just pillars up that wall.
Put him in a bit of a precarious spot. Able to block himself up though. Save himself from the fire damage. Meanwhile, we have Muck, who looks to be just about at the iron area. Has to dig through a block of obsidian, which is a bit of an issue. Block of obsidian, maybe 2.
He has trapdoors, so he can just place those and walk along the bottom.
Alright, oh, Ocarina blowing up a chest with the light blue wool.
And
Well,
did Full just get that boat shot out from him? He did. So that anvil is now just laying on the ground.
Who's running the throwdown?
wait, I'll go tell them.
Because, Huck just blew up the wool chest for BPF.
Oh. Well then.
Trying to hit Muck before he can mine out the bedrock.
That's a big
instead
just
hitting it
give
here.
the other team.
Yeah.
That's their lockdown wool, actually.
Especially because it's a throwdown. This would potentially be a DQ situation, but because it's a throwdown, not a natural match, I think we might just end up giving BPF the wool. I don't know if what's going to end up happening. I don't even know who's running the throwdown.
I definitely think we should just give them the wool and play on.
Yeah, so a huge mistake coming from Ock, trying to cannon out Muck so that he can't get the iron diamond blocks. Muck is instead able to get both of the blocks, and instead Ock, yes, he got all three. He got both iron blocks. He has the 15 iron and the iron pickaxe, and the diamond block in his inventory. So he's able to get all the resources from out here. And meanwhile, Ock, instead of trying to stop him, is instead giving up their lockdown wool. So
that
a bit of an issue. Oh,
needs to be unsuppressed again.
Okay, so since this is the throwdown mainly for map testing purpose, like, let's just replace the chest because I want to see how the map plays.
Alright, fair enough.
With all the wolves.
Fair enough.
I will. Can't actually put wool inside of a chest, but I'll just place.
You also need the power.
Just replace. Just copy the one on the other side and paste it.
Oh, right. That's the thing that you can do.
Alright, do you want to do that, CZ? I'll get rid of this.
I'll do that.
Okay.
I should have been in. Whoops.
So are we not giving them the wool then?
No.
All
just replace the chest.
Lucky
chest is
for
back.
Right there.
Yeah, lucky break for Rush that this is just a throwdown and not an actual match that would have DQ'd the reigning RMCT5 champions, but instead we'll just keep on playing to see how the map plays out. No harm, no foul situation, I guess. But
well, they still, even though they're locked on, they still don't have the TNT for it.
That's definitely a good point.
And the only other supply of TNT that I know of is inside of this wizard's bedroom, which is kind of a pain in the
There
ass
is
to get
some
to.
TNT inside second as well, in the middle of it, along with a punch book and Bane of Arthropod.
I know where you mean. Well, it looks like Uplum is making progress on his wool pretty well.
Uplum's making progress.
Iron block. And Strangy is not too far behind.
There's also TNT inside first, but it's not too much. It's 16.
Some button was just shot. I don't know if that was... Looks to be intentional by Uplum blowing up the... something. Yay, explosions. Alright, anyway. We have...
Don't anything important, but it doesn't hurt.
Fair enough. Meanwhile, we have Muck, who has entered... third wall? He's entered a wall. He's taken out the silverfish. He has a diamond sword, so he's able to one-shot them with relative ease.
Alright, Strangey, back inside of the PvE wall, got into that chest, but then he proceeded to water it for some reason. Which is kind of interesting, because there's no way to cannon that.
Maybe to kill the blazes? Oh no. They hit the water, they're gonna die. Well, they're gonna take damage at least.
Uplum taken out by Strange.
Yeah.
So if he's able to hold off Uplum from getting this armor, that could be a massive hit to Rush. Like you said, they weren't planning on getting any armor, and if that's the armor that they had set aside to run this wall, that could be extremely detrimental. Especially with that diagonal cannon taking out the backup diamond resources.
This wool is kind of, as long as you're just careful, the wool itself is pretty simple.
Yeah, the wool itself is simple, but he still has to deal with Strangey, who has already taken him out at least once. Strangey being shot at by Contranaut.
And Contranaut is already at his point of where he has to wait for Uplum to finish the wool.
So this is a two-part wool. You have to... There are checkpoints throughout the wool where you have to push a button. Am I talking about the right wool? There are checkpoints throughout the wool where you have to push a button, and doing so unlocks the next part of the wool. And while Contranaut's sitting here waiting for Uplum to finish his part, he's not really doing much. He's not...
Contranaut actually left the wool.
Alright, fair enough. That's a really good decision by him. It's already cleared out. I don't think it's really too PvP heavy.
I think he just went back to get more arrows, to be honest. Because he can slow down Strange here, which would be...
Yeah, he can slow down. Probably not as good of a PvP as a PvPer as the rest of his team, but just being able to fire arrows in his direction and slow him down could be really good in the long run, forcing Strange to back off. potentially spawning even more mobs than he needs to.
And Muck's making pretty good progress over here. I actually... Oh, if this is good progress, I will take that back. He's made okay progress, it looks like.
Uplum taken out again by Sean, further delaying his trek back to his stuff. So if they're able to hold him off for long enough, that could be really bad for Rush.
There's this firefight down at second. It's just kind of a waste.
It's pointless.
Or
It's a waste of a player.
Yeah.
Like,
it's a waste of a lot of players.
yeah, Falcon's not doing anything really.
Slowing full down.
Yeah, he's slowing full down. But like, he's naked. It takes 3 shots to kill him, and it doesn't look like he has any doors. No, yeah, he has plenty of doors. Never mind, I'm dumb.
Oh yeah, he's got 20 doors.
Which is about 19 too many, but
Going on the rest of Muck is actually stopping to shoot at full now too.
just I'd say that's a pretty good decision by him. No one's really pressuring him. Conchonaut is I don't even know what he's doing right now.
I disagree with the decision for Muck to stop the pressure there.
Alright, fair enough.
Because I personally would just take this lack of pressure and get as far through this wall. Oh, he's almost done with this wall.
Yeah, he's almost done.
That wall is much shorter than I thought it was.
Is this just a separate wall, or is it like the 2-parter wall?
That's just its own single wall.
Alright, fair enough.
The wall box is right up through, I think I saw the fish, and that's that first wall.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, he's right at the end.
Still think it's much. Just get the wool and then get out, like, and proceed to pressure.
Yeah, I think that's what he's gonna end up doing. Updating the lava. Has to be careful. He has a water bucket on him, so.
Uplum's gear is still there, although he's just kind of gone full Dan's game on this wool.
He needs to get back up here, which does he even have the supplies to get up there? No, he has a single block. He has to. Yeah, I don't really know what he's planning on doing here. No, he has a pick. Alright, fair enough. But he gets taken out by Strange again.
They might need to just ditch the plan of having no armor and get armor pretty soon here if they want to have a chance.
I'm actually gonna see how much diamond they have left.
They have. I mean, there's a lot of diamond ore back here too.
Yeah, that's what.
The diamond block. There's no lack of supplies on this map.
There's 18 diamond ore, which is not really that bad.
There's also 17 in the back resources you can get.
Yeah, so they're not really at a shortage of diamond. Taking out the diamond block on BPF side was definitely a pretty big blow, but not nearly as bad as it could have been.
3 iron blocks would change their game right now.
Yeah, the iron blocks, even if I don't know where the rest of the resources are, how easy they are to get, but oh wait, no, there's only coal ore in here. Never mind.
Right. And there goes Uplum's stuff. It all just despawned.
All right, so really tough for Rush. Really bad situation for them, really. BPF already has one wool down. Rush has very little progress on any of the wools, really. Conchonaut has his section of second wool taken care of, but at the same time, he still has first wool. I don't know.
Can't do that alone.
He can't do it alone, so he has to. They need to get that first half.
I think Conchonaut's going for diamonds now.
Yeah, he's actually dropped into resources and back, I think. He does have an iron pickaxe too, so he might be getting gear for them.
Alright, meanwhile, Fold's still trying to make this naked run on. I don't know what numbers these are. Second wall, third wall, and actually gets taken out by Muck through the door.
I think all of his stuff falling is just a visual bug because it looks like it's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Even if it did fall, I don't know how bad that would have been. Like, doors are relatively easy to get. He doesn't have a pick, though, to get back into his stuff. So this is going to be a little difficult. We are 25 minutes into the match. So far, BPF has yellow wool completely... I don't know how completely secure it is, but they have second wool touched.
He's passed it around into first wool.
Yeah, and he's actually at the entrance at the drop thing, so it's relatively secure. He could pass around. It wouldn't hurt to pass around a piece or two on the back of the lane, but yellow wool was pretty secure for BPF. Meanwhile,
Upwom is back inside the wool. He's right at where he reaches around for the double chest. He's just going right into the wool.
Meanwhile, Strange is making decent progress on first wool. He has also killed Uplam enough and held him away for long enough for all of his supplies to despawn.
Although, for the amount of time he's held that, he hasn't done much of anything.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Down, he hasn't pushed the button.
At the same time, BPF doesn't really have anyone running that part of the wall. So the fact that he's taking his time, yeah, sure, he could have made it across here quickly and pressed the button beforehand, but it doesn't hurt to stop and try and slow down the other team as much as he can. Meanwhile, he's at pass around for yellow wool. Meanwhile, Rush's... Alright, so while you try to find that, meanwhile, Rush's only progress on wool consists of Contra finishing this small section before red wool, first wool. I don't know, he did get slowed down by Uplam, stuck right here, so he can't progress until Uplam gets that part of the wool done, and then Foldesi has a tiny portion of this wool.
Strange is actually coming back out of the wool right now.
And so maybe...
I wonder if he's just gonna...
Ooh, that was a beautiful cannon by Ultimate Falcon.
Sean is actually running the other part of that wool.
Oh, did he use the... Did he use the diagonal cannon, or...?
Yeah, use the diagonal cannon to fire straight.
Oh, nice.
Oh, and all the stuff.
By blocking this edge off, it just made it fire straight. Really good play by Ultimate 7 Falcon. Stuff is still in the door, trapped in by the cobblestone, though. We'll see how long it takes for them to get that, or if they'll be able to get it before that spawns, but
I wonder if he can get it with this cannon.
He might be. He might be able to. Actually, I might fire 2 I don't know. Yeah, Uplam continuing.
Just getting pummeled by these silverfish. He's made very minimal progress in the portion of the wool he was running.
The diagonal cannon really hurt Rush Diamond because Contra has been in the diamond line for about 5 minutes now and only has a diamond chest plate.
His diamond chest plate and 1 left over. There's only 9 diamond ore remaining. I don't know where any of it is other than what's exposed. Well, it did tell me that there is 18 total, and that's about all I know. So
yes. I see like 4, 5. That's it.
So it'll take him a little while.
Firing a scanner, is he gonna get Contra?
He might be able to.
This could be good.
Went off too early.
Oh, but then Contra is just probably gonna get the fuck out of there.
Oh, he's gonna mine himself. No, he's gonna dig in and be fine. But so far, really.
There's a projectile protection chest plate that might be worth getting for him in there too.
Oh, Eva. But a really strong showing from BPF so far, and Rush having a bit of trouble.
Bit of trouble is putting it lightly, I think. Upflow's successfully done nothing for the first half of the game other than make a tiny, minimal bit of progress here. Although he did finally get down. Using only a wooden pickaxe as his weapon.
Does he not have torches?
Sean ends up burning to death. Might have been hit into the lava, might have accidentally walked in the lava. I don't know, he died right at the entrance. Didn't look like he lost any of his stuff, so he'll be ready to take this part on again. Meanwhile, Uplum's back to out where he died last time.
Be able to get to that button pretty easily, I think.
Yeah, he still has some PvP that he has to deal with, but in terms of just the map in general, he should be fine. A handful of spawners and some cobwebs that he has to deal with, but the thing that he has to realize is he needs a sword to cut through that, unless he wants to walk through it, and he didn't have a sword on his dead body, so...
And Muck's actually starting on the other PvP wall. Still early on in it, but...
Yeah, still has that diamond sword.
Uncontested.
Yeah, still has that diamond sword, so he's gonna be able to take out swordfish with ease. Trying to get rid of the... Yeah, I got rid of the buttons, never mind.
And Contronaut is leaving diamonds.
So leaving with only a chest plate? Is that...
Trying to catch up to him to see if he's got anything else.
He has a chest plate, boots, and the rest iron. So... pretty good armor for one person. Yeah, definitely enough armor for one person. He also got the projectile protection chest. Yeah, I can't talk anymore. He has the projectile protection, which will definitely help a little bit. But at the same time, this is only one person that they're going to be able to cover. And right now, Rush has barely any progress on any of the walls. The minimal progress on first. The highlight function for spectator mode is incredibly useful.
Ak is still just running around naked doing...
Yeah, that seems to be the...
He's applying a little bit of pressure.
It seems to be just the general, I guess, gameplay from Rush. Yeah, a lot of naked running around, trying to get stuff done, and not really achieving that much.
I mean, we never really gave her PvP as armor, but that was not Ak.
Yeah, applying a little bit of pressure to, I think this is Sean. Yeah, Sean running his first part of first wall, I think. But now that Strangey has... I'm going the wrong way. Now that Strangey has pressed the button, he is able to move on. So, gonna be able to...
And now Mug's gotten to the point that Rush intended to lock down. And he's about to get past it.
There's no one looking at him, I don't think.
Yeah, no, definitely nobody looking his way. Fold is now in that armor that Contronaut had on before. Probably was their best choice.
Meanwhile, we have Contronaut. Looks to be getting the iron resources underneath the map, a la per session style. In a little bit of armor. Having the projectile protection chestplate might not be the best idea, bridging across the void area with skeletons. It does shield him from the skeletons, but if he does get shot off, that's actually a pretty big amount of armor that Rush is going to lose. Definitely not the best armor, but considering what they have, it is incredibly good.
Uplum's just pain looping nothing. Like, he needs to quit and spend his time better. Basically, that's all I can get at.
Yeah, that seems to be the general consensus, general outlook of the match. Right now, it seems like Contronaut's been definitely doing the most for Rush, albeit still not nearly as not nearly as much as some of most of BPF's players. He's gotten resources, which is really good for his team in the long run. We'll see how they end up using it. He did get taken out by Strangey. That armor is still left there. And he has to cross that void gap again, I think. If I'm not mistaken.
Wait, where was that?
In the bedroom sort of area, right above the cobwebs. Oh no, he's able to just drop down. Never mind.
Yeah.
But Strangey is definitely applying this pressure. Sitting here waiting for Sean to finish his portion of the wool, and doing a decent job of making him cover up, especially considering he doesn't have that much armor, just that chain chest plate and leather pants that are actually about to break. So good.
Oh, and there goes Sean into the void lane from a skeleton behind him.
Last time I saw him, it didn't seem like he was having too. Didn't seem like he had too much armor. So
Yeah,
I don't know how much of an issue that is.
I think and some leather. That's pretty much it. Wow.
So Muck getting light blue wool.
I'm really surprised he managed to go that unnoticed by Rush.
I mean, Rush is too busy trying to get themselves recuperated, I guess. Get them back into shape. Recover from those really unfortunate deaths. And
while Sean's been doing that, if you TP to me, look what he's managed to do to Strangey.
oh.
None of these mobs are going to despawn because they're all wearing armor.
It's not necessarily because they're wearing armor, but everyone's so grouped together that like, mobs aren't really going to despawn.
Granted, you can't just tunnel through this bag without ever encountering any of these, but I don't know if they know about that.
It'll still be a little just poking yourself out once and you get the guardian beams, the skeletons shooting at you. But meanwhile, it looks like Muck has been able to pass around light blue wool, so that's 2 wool secure for BPF. Once
nearly got to that button, and Strangey picked him off just before it.
Oh, nice shot by Strangey. Further delaying Rush's attempt on first wool. Uplum does have his bed set. Not too sure where, but he was back fairly quickly. Strange not being able to hit those shots, but he gets hit by a cave spider, trapped in a cobweb, an easy shot for Strange. He has a decent amount of arrows, about a stack and a half, so he's going to be able to hold them off for a decent amount of time. But even if he's able to do a really good job holding them off, he's not going to have the arrows left to continue running the wall, which is definitely should be the main goal. Potentially he'll go and grab some more armor, or grab some more arrows, get some from pass around, whatever. But should be something to look out for. Sean entering the void lane again, having a bunch of mob troubles this part of the wall. Although now that Muck has finished running light blue wool and is at the anvil actually, gonna get himself a punch bow.
Wolf has successfully gotten down the ladders finally.
Alright, that's
just gonna make slow progress through this wall with Falcon shooting at him.
Yeah, Falcon shooting at him. He's in good armor, but at the same time, he's gotta deal with these cave spiders.
He's also using. Oh, here comes a cave spider right behind him.
Yeah, he needs to be a little careful that one, the wood that he's standing on isn't catching on fire, and 2, that he doesn't get poisoned by the cave spider, because if he does, it's going to be a little difficult to block himself off with all the buttons in the way. And if he's not able to block off in time, he could get picked off, and indeed gets picked off by a skeleton instead, knocked out of the world, and there goes pretty much all of Rush's armor.
Where did he die at?
He died right here.
Oh, okay.
So really, really unfortunate for Rush, especially because first off, the wood that Fold used to block his way off is being burned down. He blocked himself off with cobblestone, easy pickings for Ultimate 7 Falcon. Right now, this just looks like BPF's game to lose.
Yeah.
Oh, Ultimate Falcon has a punch bow now.
Yeah, we saw Muck in the balloon preparing some stuff, putting some enchantments on things. He's taken out by Ak, but his bed's right here. Looks like he got all of his stuff back.
And Uplum has successfully done nothing except pain loop to his gear, reset it, and die again at the exact same spot.
So this punch bow from Falcon, I see its use, and I see it being useful in close matches, but right now I feel like just giving him a power bow would be such a better option. I don't know if
Yeah,
there's a power bow.
I agree with that. There are 2 Power 1 books on this map that I know of.
Yeah, like the punch would definitely be useful in certain situations. Obviously, locking down the void walls, potentially some of the lava walls. But in this situation that he's in right now, all he's really gonna accomplish is potentially knocking Ock out of the world with his 2 bows, wooden picks, and 30 arrows. But a power bow right now would be so useful, just being able to 2-shot both Ock and Fold. Just a better option in general. I don't know if they have the punch bows, or the power bows. I don't know if they have if they repaired the punch bows, but I don't know.
Strange he left the wool again.
He might have run out of arrows. Looks like he did. So it seems like Blum should be able to get to this button. Instead, he's trying to pick off some spiders. Taking out the spawners, which is definitely good, but it's taken out again.
That button.
He needs to get to that button. Like right now, all of First's progress is depending on him getting on that button, and right now, he had a clear shot to get to it. I think he had a sword so that he could cut through the webs. Clear shot to get to that and progress on throughout the map, but instead he's trying to just clear this area out, and dying a bunch in the progress and delaying Contranaut's run on this wool just even more than it needs to be.
0 progress on any other wool, that would be their only hope.
Yeah,
Getting anything done, really.
When I see having serious troubles with these spiders, his first time through, not blocking them off, not lighting them up, not really doing anything, and now he's kind of paying the price for it.
Apple made it to the end of the first portion of first wall.
Oh, he finally made it.
Yeah, so Rush can start to make some progress on first wall, but it looks like Contranaut is busy PvPing. Whenever Strange left to get some arrows, he's in a bit of a precarious spot with Contranaut shooting at him, but some quick PvP pressure by, looks like Muck, and he's able to get Contranaut to back off, and Strange is able to get back into the wall unharmed. So pretty soon Strange is going to be back at his post. Really it's just going to be kind of an unnecessary firefight. Uplum really needs to either just get out of the wool or block himself off, or get more supplies, do anything other than try and lock down Strange, because for the most part he's gonna lose this fight.
Yeah, and there's no point in locking down Strange because he has to wait anyway.
Yeah, but both teams are dependent on that other run of first. I don't think any team has made significant progress. I know Sean's been working his way through this, but having definite difficulties. Yeah, he's been able to clear out this first part. There were a ton of blaze spawners earlier. He's able to clear this out, but you can still hear all the blazes in here. Water bucket would probably be a little useful here. Just getting rid of the lava, potentially suffocating the blazes. But having some difficulties. Doesn't really help that he is using wood, which is burning. He does have a pick though, so he's gonna be able to take out these spawners.
He's got nothing on him though to run this with.
No,
You get 4 ladders.
I think right now he's focusing more on just getting rid of these spawners for a better run of the wall. But looks like he's able to get rid of these spawners at the entrance.
Blaze missed him. He was like 2 blocks next to him.
Yeah, able to get rid of the spawners at the entrance.
Uplum's just a straight up pain cushion right now if you look at him. Hard to even see Uplum in all those arrows.
Yeah, he's his bed set up top here, but like it's just unnecessary. I guess he's draining out Strange's arrow supply, which would be one thing. Maybe, I mean, he only has a stack and a half.
Long game.
Going for the long game that they can't win without armor. Yeah. Meanwhile, there are the supplies around back, which look to be untouched by Rush so far. So a decent amount of supplies
go
here.
for the back supplies.
Yeah, some decent enchanted books. I don't know if they have the levels for it, but they're there if they need them. The records, obviously important. A little bit of diamonds, but for the most part, they might have concluded that it's not really the best use of their time trying to clear this out, especially because it seems like the power book and the diamond block seem to be the best options. Obviously, or the best rewards. Obviously, they're good rewards, but seeing how many mobs have spawned in here might not be the best use of their time, which they're already doing a bad job of managing.
And Sean now has 20 wood blocks and a couple of doors to try to run the lava portion with.
We'll see how he ends up doing. Conchonaut, meanwhile, running
Well, it's right there
Rush's.
with him, though.
Meanwhile, Conchonaut's running his respective portion of this wall. Able to block off the starting lava at the entrance, but hasn't taken out any of the spawners, none of the mobs. Cave Spider just spawned behind him.
He actually just runs it like if he runs it like he was doing in dry runs. He'll just strictly use doors for the most part, and just doors way through the lava.
Alright, so pretty similar strat to what Muck was using to get through yellow wall, with the doors right here, right before the wall. Seems to be a pretty effective way of getting through it.
He's at less than half a heart, trying to make progress here.
Yeah,
If
that.
the spider even sneezes on him, he's dead.
Yeah, the cave spider that spawned right behind him, doing a bit of damage. He doesn't have enough hunger to regen. Doesn't have any food to regen his hunger.
Doesn't have that's an issue right there.
I think Uplum died with all the food in the chest that he took first of all.
It's
Was
really
a lot of
unfortunate
food
for the
in
long
there.
game
Yeah,
for
That
Rush.
seems very likely.
I don't know if there's any food just in the rest of the map. Yeah, this chest is nearly empty.
So if he has a bet, oh, he can't.
First
set
chest
the
to
bet
spawn
at the
is
same
empty. Meanwhile, BPF, we missed it earlier, but BPF has placed both yellow and
time.
light blue wall on the
And
monument.
watered them as well.
They are watered, but at the same time, a really well-placed TNT shot can blow it up through the corner. But I don't think Rush has the TNT to do that, so
I was just gonna say I don't think they're too concerned about that.
yeah, just getting the water on it was pretty much enough to stop it for the rest of the time. Meanwhile, Muck
Oh,
looks
that's
like...
It's inside of first wall now.
Yeah, alright. I guess whatever works.
Oh, and Uplum is also still inside of that wall. Alright then. That's all I really have to say about that one.
Yeah, it seems like most of Rush is just trying to scramble to get their walls completed. Meanwhile, giving BPF pretty much free reign to do whatever the hell they want on their side. We have Falcon, who seems to have just been PvPing the entire match.
Mock
Good.
has a Fortune 2 pickaxe.
Ooh, interesting. So if he wants to, he can get all this diamond ore and get a really good supply of diamonds for his team. Fortune 2 is nothing to shrug at. Definitely enough to get at least a full set, maybe two. Strange cannon coming up from Uplum. Not quite sure what he was trying to accomplish, other than potentially... I mean, I guess it did something that...
Wait, was that the one that took out the iron blocks? I don't know, they had a cannon to take out the iron blocks, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Uplum just opting for some dry cannons, trying to disrupt Strangey, which, for the most part, is just kind of pointless. Like, he has plenty of armor, he has food to regen his health. So I guess it's gonna do something, maybe. I feel like the TNT would be more useful for progressing later in the wall, but I don't know.
I don't think that TNT would be too helpful in this wall.
No, but for other walls, maybe. I don't know how Conchonaut is going on his run.
I don't know what that cannon's supposed to
Oh,
do. That
Contranaut fell in lava trying to escape a blaze. So his supplies are gone. Rush seems to be down to pretty much no armor at this point. Maybe scraps of leather.
They might be pretty much down to nothing. I mean, there's a little bit here and there, but as far as the essentials go, they don't have much of it laying around.
As you mentioned earlier, Monk is now in the diamond resources, getting shot at by a skeleton, but he has his fortune to pick, and is going to be getting a good amount of diamonds, either for the run of first or second or whatever wall this is, or just to help PvPing and just further solidifying their Rush's ability to not take out BPF. Just in terms of basic supplies like swords, bows, arrows, I don't know if Rush has any of that.
Oh, there's a couple of swords and bows here and there, but nothing.
This chest was full of supplies
Really
at the start of the map. Is empty. No.
I don't know what Muck was just talking about. I was at him, but I didn't see anything happen.
Okay.
Unless he just left some diamonds down here?
I don't know.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, just looking throughout the map, the supply chests throughout the map, they're pretty much all empty. I've seen a little bit. They have 2 bows. I don't even think they have arrows to go along with those bows. It's just, yeah, that.
Sean's currently walking on top of doors to get
There's a
further
lot
in
of
this
flint. There's a lot of flint and feathers and back supply chests. Like just enough for about 20 stacks of arrows.
But that's not too often those ever get used in race for wool games.
Yeah, I mean, it's the only.
Thermic had.
Yeah, Xerothermic's the only.
Feathers.
Xerothermic's the
no
only
ones.
map I could think of that had
I've
flinty
never seen
feathers.
anybody even touch them or look at them.
I think before I updated them or updated it to add more arrows to the map in general, I think that was pretty much your main source of arrows.
Yeah, I remember we played it against I don't remember who, and we didn't even bother with those arrows. I remember. Oh, Contranaut has found some arrows though. That was roughly 8 stacks.
Alright, so I see Sean making decent progress in the wall. He's gone through the first, because I say gone through lightly, gone through the first 2 lava pools. Just has to get through this one and deal with all the cave spiders that have piled up.
A lot of spiders.
If he goes along the front, it might not be too big of an issue. He just has to get actually the button's somewhere here.
Oh my god, these cave spiders.
Yeah. There's the button somewhere around here. I don't know exactly where though.
I think it's
Oh, here it is. So, guarded by plenty of cave spiders. Not too sure what SC Boy's plans are to deal with this. I'm assuming that once Muck finishes gathering some diamonds, they're gonna bring some armor over there so that they can actually try and take it on. Meanwhile, Muck with plenty of arrows.
I think it's safe to say Uplum and Strangey are rather bored.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's so risky just getting into the first wall that leaving it's not really an option. So you just kind of have to sit here while you wait for your teammate to finish that part, or teammates.
So how's the thing?
It's going. Meanwhile, it looks like Contranaut is. I actually have no idea what he's doing. I think he's getting to. I'm not even gonna try. I'll see what he does later.
Well, I think Strange actually went to go get milk. And Uplum's trying another cannon to do nothing with.
He's not getting Strange. I think think he only had eight pieces of TNT. Yeah, he's out of TNT.
Yeah. I think he was just like just heavily bored.
Yeah, I mean, right now this match is, at least for BPF, relying on how fast is Sean going to be able to run this wall, how fast is the rest of his team going to get him some armor or just supplies in general to get this wall. So, rest of BPF keeping their position situated, Muck doing a little bit to help situate that. Only has 12 diamonds, but there still seems to be a lot of ore remaining.
Wait, is
So-
Falcon even in? I haven't seen Falcon in a while. I don't know if he's done anything.
I mean,
He might be AFK.
no,
Oh,
he just
moved.
rolled. He's doing something. Paula, Buggy wants you to say milk again.
Why?
I don't know.
Now I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah.
Sucks to be buggy.
Alright, at this standstill, I guess it'd be a decent time to just go over what's happened overall in the match. We are almost an hour in. BPF with a really strong start. Strangely getting a really key kill on Uplum inside first wall and keeping away from his armor long enough for it to despawn. That was the armor that he was going to run first wall with, and that was able to slow just Rush altogether down long enough. That it took until like 40 minutes into the match for Uplum to get this first button. Just BPF doing a really good job of stopping that to delay Rush from moving on. Meanwhile, the rest of Rush hasn't really been able to do much. They haven't been really armored too much. They went for the diamonds after Uplum was struggling to run first wall, and they gave those diamonds to Full Desi, who started running this wall. Made it a little ways in until he reached here and got knocked out by a spider. So that was pretty much all of Rush's supplies. Uplum was finally able to get to the button, and Conchanaut ended up falling into lava and losing the tiny bit of armor that he had. So Rush is pretty much resource starved at this point. Just flying through the map, you're struggling to see
in
food.
the back resources and full
Yeah,
disease
turn
as well.
Who turned on this music disc? That's my big concern right now.
Just flying through Rush's side of the map, you struggle to see a lot of the basic resources: bows, arrows, food, swords, leather. Just so many resources that Rush is really lacking. Meanwhile, on BPF's side, again, that key kill from Strange, taking out pretty much both Uplum and Conchanaut for the first half of the match. And then at third, we had Ultimate 7 Falcon with a couple of key cannons. This one's set up here, which we're still not entirely sure what it's supposed to do. We've pretty much assumed that it's just to stop any advances down here, which pretty sure we've yet to see from Rush. Meanwhile, Muck able to run both yellow and blue wool pretty much uncontested.
Yeah,
Wait, Mach and Mitchell got cleared.
The Falcons? No,
Falcon's,
Falcon got armor on, but his inventory is actually empty.
Yeah, that's what happened during my tournament too, and I don't know what caused it. What is happening?
Wait, no, full disease still has his stuff.
Full on,
Contranaut is as well.
What is going on? I don't know why this happens. The only thing I can think of is just like giving back the necessities, I guess, like the diamonds that Muck had. Potentially a Fortune 2 if we're able to get it.
It's on the
Let's go
right
ahead.
lane. Like, everyone on right lane got their inventory cleared, but no one on the left.
Everyone on right lane did?
Yep.
Strange and okay.
Strange?
Yeah,
Yes,
Strange got his mystery cleared as well.
Isn't that exactly what happened?
Yeah.
The exact same thing happened in the
Exact
Zero
same thing
Thermic game?
happened during Zero Thermic. I think False Respite too. I don't know what's causing. It's just my server, I think.
Yeah, I've never had that happen on mine.
I don't know what's causing it. This is so frustrating that it only happens during actual matches, to my knowledge. Alright, if you guys can. Oh, are you? You're not on, Chris. Are you even here?
What you talking about?
No, maybe
Yeah.
getting Chris here to. He was here earlier, so maybe getting him to help with giving back supplies. I don't know.
I can do that.
Okay. Wait. Just-
I don't know if they know what they had is the only issue.
Who was it specifically?
Everybody on BPF lost supplies.
Oh, very awesome.
I can't type. Alright, whatever. I guess you were able to join anyway. So technical difficulties.
Stuff too.
What?
Do you want me to toss some stuff too?
Yeah, if you could do that, that would be awesome. Alright, so
Alright, well, we make them do everything. We'll
pretty much.
just hang out here and stream a little more.
Yeah.
Don't rush the time to.
Yeah, it's
do
their time to come back. I don't know how much they're gonna be able to come back, because even though technically the inventories didn't get cleared, they've been clear for the entire match.
They successfully cleared their own inventory.
Basically. So I think it was still going over what's happened throughout the match. So as I said, Falcon with these really good cannons at the end of the map. This cannon, which we're not entirely sure what it is supposed to be. And then this diagonal cannon, which definitely did a pretty good job of getting rid of a decent amount of Rush's diamond supplies. Maybe if they were able to get more diamonds, especially with that diamond block, maybe Fold wouldn't have all of the armor, so maybe it would have been split up a little bit more, so that maybe they didn't lose all their armor with one hit out of the world. And then Monk was able to just run yellow and blue wool completely uncontested. He was able to run it late enough for Rush to be scrambling around after Upland's deaths and his stuff despawning, that he was able to just get these wolves pretty much for free. I think it was shot at a couple times, but for the most part, Rush has applied no PvP pressure to any of the PvP wolves.
I don't think any pressure at all, actually.
And, like, not even just the wolf. Ak is still in this game? Yeah. Ak is trying to run the second PvP wall, the one that Fold had successfully failed on.
I mean, I guess it's a good time to do it.
I mean,
Yeah.
Falcon is still there staring, and he does have bow and arrows. 48 of them, to be exact.
Yeah, I think he might have had TNT. Yeah, he had TNT too. Might want to make sure to give them food if they had food. I don't think they're in. Yeah, they're not in here.
I don't
But,
know. It looks like they're getting pretty much what they need back.
Yeah.
Oh wow, Rush actually has quite a bit of supplies.
Yeah, they went for the
A
resources
lot of-
behind. I heard Matt say
Come
they were
back?
able to clear. Come back, boys. They were able to clear this out, get whatever supplies were remaining. Diamond block. I think there were some gold blocks. But Ott gets taken out again, running second wall. Whatever. I don't even know.
It's a PvP wall. That is how Sean's making, I guess, progress.
Yeah, he's getting a little bit of help from Muck, creating this door maze. And
Yeah,
Sean
that's-
gets taken out.
Not like It's just Falcon pressuring on those two PvP wolves. They should be able to get them done. I don't know what Upham is doing here.
We'll try to shoot his Falcon.
I mean, I guess it's a useful use of his time, maybe, potentially, I don't know.
How'd the items go?
I think they've almost got everything back. I'm lagging too much to even do give commands.
Right.
There's like 3 people watching Netflix.
Chris over here.
But I
Right?
think he's got it sorted.
Hashtag great tournament organizers doing all our work for us. So, like I mentioned at this... Go ahead.
At this point, I'd be more surprised if Rush touched a wool at all before this game ended, even with that lack of supplies.
So like I mentioned earlier, this is a throwdown for the annual Race for Full Championships going on starting this weekend. Group stages, I guess a new format that we haven't seen in a Race for Full tournament. The group stages mixed with the map, what's the word? Map vetoing system. You have to be prepared to play all the maps before your match, and then right before the match, each team bans 2, and then out of the 3, a map's randomized, and that's the map that is being played. Group stages are starting this weekend. I don't know if there's an official schedule posted anywhere, but there might be.
It's been posted to the MCGC. I haven't put it on Reddit yet.
Okay, might want to do that. This is me telling you you're going to do this. It's going to be on Reddit r/MC Tourney, I'm guessing.
It'll also be on r/RaceForWall.
Nice. Making use of the new subreddit. 12 teams are going to be competing in 3 groups of 4. With both Rush and California Girls getting buys for making the semifinals in RMCD5. They'll be coming back for the bracket stage, which is going to be sometime next month, potentially. I think we're going to be seeing the group stage maps over the weekend.
Yeah, I think most of them are on Saturday.
Yeah, at least this weekend.
One is on
There's
Sunday.
going to be 4 matches on Sunday. One of the teams playing Sunday dropped out. So there's going to be 3 or 4 matches on Saturday.
Alright, and then assuming most of the matches throughout the rest of the group stages are going to be during the weekend, I think they can be scheduled anytime, but weekend tends to be when they end up getting scheduled. Meanwhile, Contronaut has made his way back into whatever will this is. Match ends in 30 minutes.
Wow. I've never streamed a game that has gone less than an hour.
Lucky you. I think I've streamed like 3 that have gone close to time.
I mean, every single one of them I've streamed so far has gone to time.
You played in one that I streamed that went to time. Oh, and by the way, for the group stages, this is not going to be the server that this is going to be played on. It's going to be the official server. This was just thrown together at the last minute because Freaksy Out went MIA and I don't know who was arranging it, and this just happened to be the server everyone was on, so whoops.
Contronaut is making progress again. He's got food, he's got blocks, he's got armor, he's got what he needs, basically.
Oh,
Gotta get past these cave spiders and he can get to the next button. Real question is, anybody on Rush is capable of running the next part of the wall?
Contronaut's gonna have a bit of a difficult time proceeding. He has a ton of cave spiders he has to deal with. I think for the most part, though, at least from the way I've seen cave spiders, their AI behavior, they like to cling to the corner and just like the top of the map. Obviously, if you lava yourself, you're going to be in a bit of trouble. But they tend to just stay in this corner, so potentially Contra Knight might not have to worry about the cave spiders. We'll see how their AI ends up holding out.
Does have to go under the back part here, which has quite a few cave spiders inside of it as well.
Yeah, even though my PV fix is on here, it's not entirely perfect. Not as good.
It's because of the light levels, because spiders don't attack when it's like...
Yeah, the light level, and then
over.
just in general, cave spiders seem to just stay in the corners. I don't know what causes that, but there have been plenty of times where, oh my god, the amount of cave spiders right now, just in this area alone.
Yeah.
Jesus.
All messed up.
I think server has begun to lag a bit, or is it me?
No, it's not just you. I was just noticing
yeah.
that.
It might just be with the amount of mobs that have spawned.
It's been like that for a while.
I just noticed it for the first time right now.
Yeah, so did I.
Might as well while we're at it. Oh,
What else could go wrong? I shouldn't say that, I'm sorry.
Sean has pushed the button, so Strangey can start working the next part of the wall.
Alright.
Like,
Starting to
make
see
things
some problems.
interesting for him.
Yeah, and just PvP in general. Might be a little difficult to stop. Yeah, the server seems to be dying.
Yeah, dying's a nice word to use.
That's fine now.
Yeah. Not sure what was happening during that. I wouldn't be surprised if one of the players was able to scavenge up some redstone for a clock or something. Meanwhile, Fuldus is in full diamond. Almost full diamond. He's missing pants.
Are you sure
But,
that's not just his skin?
I'm positive. He's wearing diamond helmet, diamond chest, diamond boots, no pants. And he's starting to make a bit of a rush on this wall.
Got a lot of soup. Front Force would be proud.
Yeah. Falcon, meanwhile, sitting here with this punch bow, could be really useful, especially in this latter portion. Just pestering him more than just, I guess, solidifying that he gets knocked off the ladder, and potentially into these cave spiders. We'll see how that ends up going. It looks like Fuldus is going to play the safe route and just block everything off. Looks
The
like
arrows
he's...
from Muff might be actually more of a nuisance than the ones from Falcon. He's shooting from he's got the angle to knock him off the ladders very easily.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Sean and Muck just sitting here, just trying to PvP while he waits for Strange to finish his portion of the wall. Making use of some TNT to get rid of all of the freaking mobs that have spawned. Holy.
I heard that TNT go off.
Yeah, it took out a really good amount of them, the Guardians. Yeah, I guess they're doing something to him, maybe, I don't know.
That's gonna kill all of them.
Yeah, that's gonna get rid of all of them. Yep. The Guardians still survive. So they could be a bit of a nuisance, especially with multiple of them. But being able to block off in time should be able to negate the damage. I think it's magic damage that they deal. So, Gamma is going to be helpful, but I don't know, we'll see. He looks like he's backing off before he's taking that damage, so not really too big of an issue. And he's able to take the rest of them out. Right next to the spawner, so I'm going to take that one out soon as well.
What was Contra not doing? Did he push that button?
Yeah, you did. On
He
this
pushed
part,
it.
it's the second part of first now.
Meanwhile, Strange has a little ways to go. It's not that much of a trek, but it is filled with monsters just from spawning throughout the entirety of the match.
Upland has nothing to try to take on this wall with. And then he gets killed by Muck. Add insult to injury there.
Yeah, you saw how much trouble Strange is having used TNT to just clear everything out that spawned, and it looks to be just as bad, if not worse, on Rush's side. So it's gonna be a little interesting to see how he plans on doing it. There is a single creeper, so we'll see what he can do with that. Meanwhile, we are an hour 15 into the match, only 25 minutes left, and we'll see if BPF is going to be able to get this wool before time runs out. Obviously, the inventory clearing a bit of a setback for them, but looks like they're having things under control. Strangey's doing a really good job of running this part of the hole. Using the TNT well to knock out the mobs. And putting it in the water too. Yeah, I'm not too sure how I feel about that. It's keeping the terrain the same, but at the same time it's not taking out any of the spawners, which are what you need to do to get rid of the mobs. Obviously lighting it up helps, but no. Both ways are useful.
Much of any progress on his third PvP wall.
Yeah, right now Sean and Muck are just... all they have to do is focus so hard on Fold, because it's all they have to do. Contranaut's most likely in a similar position, just waiting for Upland to make his trek on this
wall.
wall.
How is Upland doing? Surprisingly well for being naked.
Yeah, his bow, he's about to run out of arrows soon.
Down to 7 arrows.
I don't think he has any torches. And so he's going to clear these mobs out, but with the way this is positioned...
And
actually,
they're going to respawn, pretty much.
Yeah, but at the same time, there's no one really in the... like, Upland's obviously activating these spawners, but Contranaut's pretty far away from the action, and it looks like both Ock and Fold are busy taking on third wall, so... he should...
Contranaut has actually gone back to the surface.
Yes, he has.
He's probably gonna try to do third wall, I guess.
Fold, now that he has a little bit of armor, deciding to take this a little safer this time around, pretty much blocking off the entire way. Falcon still has the TNT if he wants to set up a cannon, or just use this diagonal cannon that might be able to hit him. 28 TNT.
Has a lot of block, so he's probably just gonna do third wall.
Potentially. Oh!
If Falcon has
wait, that was a
TNT,
stun,
then
never mind.
it's gonna be hard for them.
Yeah, Strange is making his way through here though. Having to deal a little bit with the silverfish, only a stone sword, so not gonna be able to quickly take out the silverfish like Muck was, which looked to be his main issue.
There goes Upland inside of first wall.
Alright, Strange making some progress. He's having a little trouble at this corner. Cave spider spawner's right on top of him, and it actually looks to be well lit.
The Contranaut now. This is about to be cannon. Falcon.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Oh.
There he goes.
Oh,
Anything.
nice. So now we get to see that cannon in action. Show up at the very end, but yeah, really good use for it. Looks like that's what they're going to be using their TNT on. Not really bothering too much with Fold. It is the bulk of Rush's armor, actually all of their armor.
At this point, I think as long as they just stop that one little bit, they don't have to do anything else, and BPF will win.
Yeah, but like armor's not really going to be useful at this point. This cannon's going to stop pretty much any attempt to get down here for the entirety of Falcon's TNT supply. He's 20 TNT. I don't know how many shots this takes. Is it just a 3?
I think it's 4 per shot.
2-2.
Okay. Yeah, that seems to make sense. He had 28, now he has 20. So he gets 5 more shots at it. So right now I'd say Contranaut's best option would just probably be to rush down there, try and drain out that TNT supply. I don't know if he knows how much TNT they have, or if they have a lot or a little, but gonna be a really good stronghold for BPF right now, especially with that punch bow. Even if he's able to get down, a single shot will send him flying.
Right. So Upland successfully blocked off that part with all the mobs, and he's going for the tunnel right now. This essentially lets him bypass any mob that doesn't spawn inside of him.
Except Guardians. And yeah, the Guardian's able to get him through that open slot.
I'm actually pretty
really
sure he can
interesting.
go up another block
Yeah.
to tunnel that.
He's gonna have to go up another block, or just block off if he has the blocks for it. Obviously that skeleton right in his path is gonna be a little a little bit of a an issue.
The zombie, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he's gonna have to make this completely safe so that he doesn't get hit by the guardians. Which, as soon as he enters, he's gonna take damage from. If he isn't quick enough. So. Meanwhile, Strange's progress, he's just about in front of the wool box, has it pretty much all cleared out. Silverfish, a cave spider maybe.
He is not done with the wool yet, though.
Yeah, you're not done with the
Get
wool.
inside of it until Sean finishes this little portion he's on.
Yep, it looks like you can make it through here, but these are barrier blocks. Presses this button, waits for both Sean and Muck, I think they're dual running it, to get through the final part.
No, Fold's nearly out of wool, finally. Although he's running away. Did he? He didn't actually touch the wool, but he was very close.
Yeah, Sean's making his way through this final part. Has to deal with a lot of cave spiders and a lot of silverfish. And then just lava. Just kind of a mess to deal with. We'll see how he takes it on, but all he has to do is get through this final stretch, and that's going to be a red wool touch for BPF.
And Uplum is safe in his tunnel again. Did not have to block it off or kill that zombie. Just ran away.
It looks like the guardians are low enough that they're not locking onto him through that opening.
Yeah, however, these silverfish do see him still.
Yeah. And silverfish ends up taking him out.
That goes. His pick is gone as well now.
That's unfortunate. I don't know if he knows that, and I don't know.
I think his pick just fell down into the water here. Yeah, there it is.
So it's gone.
Yeah, it's essentially gone.
I don't think he has a way to get another pick without someone passing around him, which I don't think Rush has the players to do that.
For some reason, Ben's at spawn attempting to cannon the wolves, I think, on the monument.
Does he have the TNT for it? I guess I do.
He has
Yeah, he
12
has.
TNT.
Okay.
Don't think this does any good, though.
No, it doesn't, because he'd have to cannon both of the wolves for even a shot for this to work. Because
I think it's entirely water now. Like it would be really difficult to actually get it now.
yeah, Muck's expanding the water. Right now, there's a tiny part that you can cannon.
You should just use that TNT to be able to break the lockdown at third.
Yeah, there's a tiny part that you can blow up the yellow wolf from, and then a tiny part that you can get the light blue, and you're gonna have to.
Old manages to get this wolf. Sorry to interrupt, but that felt
That's fine.
important.
But they're gonna have to get both of the wolves, and have to cannon both of the wolves, get at least one wool, which they already have, and get that on the monument, and then stop them from placing any more wolves on the monument, period, for them to win. Otherwise, their only way of winning is to get all 3 wolves, which right now just doesn't really seem possible.
It's 17 minutes. That's all that's left.
17 minutes, and Sean's making his trek on this final part, having a bit of issues with the spawners and the mobs that have spawned throughout the match, but it seems like he's gotten this entrance under control, with this cave spider just chilling here.
It's Sean. He's got a lot to go through still.
Yeah, he's gonna have some trouble, but at the same time, it's not imperative that he gets through it. I mean, it definitely help not making it go to an hour 40, but only having to hold down this incredibly strong lockdown at the very end of the map for 17 minutes is entirely possible in BPF.
Hawk is actually going down. He's not noticed. Oh, he just died. Oh, yeah, well, he killed himself.
Or he just died.
He was down there and he wasn't noticed.
Yeah.
I think he went back to pick a bow or something because he both it.
Or because he didn't have one, and you're not going to get anywhere with the 5
Yeah,
skeletons
it's right
here.
there. Oh, yeah. He got his bow back. Now he's gonna go down and fight the bridge.
Yeah, Falcon's busy focusing anywhere else on the map besides his lockdown, so he might be able to get down here. I don't know how much progress Ock's going to be able to make. He's going to have to punch out
really
some... Oh no, he has a pick.
Just think
Did you
Fold
see
really
not to
should
get
have
shot
passed the
by...
ball around.
Yeah,
Or
he's
he
not
tried
getting
to run
shot,
out with
but
it.
can't really shoot through this either. Yeah, Falcon letting him go by undetected. At the same time, he has no supply. He has a bow and 2 stacks of arrows, which he's going to be able to take out the skeletons, but it's going to take him a little while. And who knows, potentially Falcon will notice him and be able to knock him off before then.
If he bridges at the back, then you might be noticed, but
yeah, if he stays up top and then bridges from the back, he can either walk off, or he can potentially go by unnoticed. A really difficult angle for you to see from the surface. Really, what you have to see is just him going down in the first place, and Sean getting taken out by the lava or fire.
Fold
or
is
whatever.
actually in a place where he can provide a tiny little bit of pressure.
Yeah, but at the same time, Reef Strange literally has nothing to do other than apply pressure.
Yeah.
So, not sure how much he can do. Fold's just gonna decide to run out. Where is Benefac?
Fold does have to be careful.
Um,
No, it looks like
gearing up, I
Muck
guess.
has given up on letting Sean run this wall and is just doing it himself.
Alright, fair enough. He has the armor advantage. At least from what we've seen, he's done a really good job of running the walls this game.
yeah, he has run all the walls in this game.
I think second and
except
third
for the
undetected.
First part of first.
Yeah,
To be fair, no one has looked at him while running a wall either, so
fair enough.
I don't know if anyone could look bad running these walls like that. And Fold is right back in that original door that he was hiding in.
And looks like he is able to get out. So that's... oh, not quite yet. That punch bow is going to be annoying from Falcon, especially at the angle, but misses a shot and he's able to get out safely for one wall secured for Rush, but Fold really needs to play some safeties, especially with that punch bow. So, need to be careful about the wall, need to be careful about the armor. So, hopefully they can still keep the stuff, potentially try and run the rest of the walls. I don't see how feasible it's gonna be. Especially with only 12 minutes left in the match. And meanwhile, Muck making a little bit of progress. Looks like he has plenty of doors. And looks like he's opting just to door his way through it. Falling a little bit in the lava. He does have a water bucket though, so he should be fine as long as he's smart about it. Oh, taking a ton of damage. Poisoned, on fire, able to put himself out, but he's gonna be at 1 heart pretty soon from the cave spider.
Oh, and there's another one coming for him. Oh, wait. Fold dropped off 2 wool in a chest. Fold was knocked into the void lane.
Oh. So that
But
punch bow really coming in handy for BPF.
I think he might have saved one.
Yeah, there's still
it's right
there's some
outside the
place. Only 2 of them right here.
Place him in a chest, it said, so maybe it's chest.
And it said he had
Nope,
14.
nothing in it.
It said he had 14 and picked up
And
14.
then lost 12.
And then lost 12. Yeah, picked up 14 from a chest. Lost 12 when he died. And those 2 are the only that are placed.
Well, at least they have 2.
Yep, and then Falcon firing that cannon again. Only 16 D&D left, so I think that's down to 4 more shots. But with with the rate that it's taking Rush to just make attempts at that, that should be enough for the rest of the match. But Muck entering the void lane.
And there's 10 minutes left. Just an update.
It says he didn't have anything on him when he died, but I don't really believe that.
Yeah, he died in like the middle of the wall.
Yeah, I don't know if BPF's gonna opt to try and finish this wall. He's actually kind of close. There are a ton of mobs he has to deal with, but for the most part, there's just this tiny stretch that he has to make, that they have to make it through, and then they're at the button. Yeah, it's a button. With the skeleton here, but that's beside the point.
I've been keeping an eye on that skeleton. I wanted to get a kill. I really want someone to drop down and just get shot by it.
Falcon noticing the 2 light blue wool.
They're gone.
That's all of Rush's light blue wool.
They're all gone.
So, Rush able to get a wool and immediately lose it right after. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, that's 14 that they took. Last 12 from the void, and then the 2 remaining. So, really, I don't see this being feasible for Rush to win. Like, they don't have any wolves right now. I don't think they have any progress on yellow. They have light blue completed, but they have to run it again without any armor. Now with PvP pressure. It doesn't look like they're anywhere close to getting first wool.
Kind of cannon the wall now.
Who is?
Full is he? Okay, cannon blue wall. But I don't think it's gonna be able to get it.
Yeah, like, even if he gets this one, he's gonna have to get both of them for it to even matter. And even then, I don't think it matters now that they lost the light blue wool, because I don't know how the tie would work. Actually, yeah, I don't know how the tie would work if multiple teams have touched it. I'm guessing RF would just declare the team that actually has more touches the victor, but I feel like this is more of just a moral victory if they're able to get one of the walls, but this cannon's not firing nearly high enough.
I think it's well. I don't think it's well positioned.
Yeah, it's not really.
It
needs to be right here.
Too.
Yeah, it needs to be to the left.
Yeah.
And he needs to put up much sooner than he is.
He's just wasting all of those TNT right now.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't really build the cannon. It's 36 TNT, which is a lot more than I thought they'd have. But he didn't really build the cannon. I don't know if he just trusted Conchana, who built it. That he built it in the right spot, but that's not gonna do anything. I'm pretty sure it's actually impossible for him to blow up the wall from that angle. Like right now, he's firing it off. It doesn't seem like there's air underneath. But then again, I'm in spectators, so I don't know.
There's no air.
There's no air, yeah. So
I feel like Rush has just been. It's been like a 1v4 most of this game. I've seen Ben do things, but like the other 3 have just been pain looping. And Bolt managed to get that wall and then lose it instantly.
Conchana's making a run on something.
Did you see that Guardian
yes.
flying to the void and lock onto him?
That was hilarious. 5 minutes left in the match. Doesn't look like anyone from BPF has returned to this first wall. So it seems like BPF is just abandoned trying to do that and just settling with their 2 walls that they've gotten.
Sean's still in that wall trying.
Oh, he is?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, he's climbing up the long ladder right now.
Alright, fair enough. Does he have any supplies, though?
No. He's got...
He has nothing.
3 ink sacs, a string, and a spider eye.
What is going on with the server? The match doesn't end in 5 minutes. 4 minutes. What the hell?
Yeah, it's 6 minutes actually.
It's a minute off. What is
Your Twitch chat consists of 90% of "Fool's actually super good." Oh, Ben. Oh, they're both.
Full-
Something's wrong. Yeah. Strange just asked if MI or chat is wrong. But MI says 134. Well, 135 now, and it just said 4 minutes left.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a minute. I don't know what's going on with my server. Ah. All right. Anyway, Folds.
Just go by what MI said, the match info or the.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Meanwhile, Aqua's rerunning the light blue wall. He's able to get there without anyone paying any attention to him, and we'll see what ends up happening. Falcon has his bow trained on him right now, so I don't think he's gonna be able to run it out safely. Yeah, we'll see. It's pretty safe. Pretty safe trek back for the most part. The only thing he really has to worry about is not taking fall damage that kills him right now. Down here. But he's able to drop safely. And he just has to get through this small part. It's all downhill, but he has to worry about fall damage. And it looks like he's able to make it.
Can I time people out in your chat? Is that a thing I can do?
Sure.
Nice.
Yeah, Aka's able to make it. Climbing up right now. And... oh, just gets killed at the entrance. Okay. Gets killed at the entrance. He tossed a couple safeties back here. He placed one. And... oh, he's so close.
Gonna run out of arrows.
He's only got 21 arrows. But he's so close. And looks like Ox able to make it out. Able to throw the wool before he gets shot out of the world. And almost gets shot out of the world right afterwards. So Rush has a wool somewhat secured. Falcon's down to 6 arrows. Yeah, let's check on progress on first. Strange is still dealing with silverfish. No one's in it for BPF. Uplum's
still
doing.
dying.
I don't know what's happening anymore. A minute left. I think there's technically 3 minutes. What?
I think it'll end in a minute.
I don't know. We'll see.
With all the lag, it threw off the initial timer. Oh, Falcon
Yeah,
cannoning
maybe.
more light blue wool.
Yeah, but I think Ock is up.
Yeah, Ox still has a
Wait.
piece of wool.
Well,
I hope. I think
He's a
it's
single
posted on
piece
the
of light
monument.
blue wool. Let's see if they're able to make it before the timer runs out. Where is he?
He's at the wool. They're going to get one place. Ak has done something this game after all. And he placed
And
it
it's
correctly.
placed correctly.
They should win by default because of that.
Today I learned you only have to run one wall to win the match over someone
Place
that
it
won the
correct.
exact. Oh, place it. Fair enough.
Yeah. I hate when people don't do that.
A Rush match where Rush placed the wall correctly and their opponents didn't. What?
what?
What is the sorcery?
What? What did you say?
A Rush match where Rush places the wall correctly on the monument and their opponents don't. What is the sorcery?
Oh.
Alright, I don't know what's going on anymore. Such match info says 1.5 minutes left. This match has just been something.
Yeah, this is a match. That's
This
all we
has
can really
been
say
a
about it.
match.
This has been a match.
God, what is with all these match limit time games that
Yeah, I'm never gonna stream another match. It's doomed for failure. Oh, Upwell made. Holy shit, Upwell made a lot of progress. He died right where I was standing.
Oh, that's actually a lot of I mean,
I mean, granted, he didn't light anything up and he was just running it naked, but
but that's
very
progress.
far.
It's progress. There's no one left to follow him up on it, but it's something respectable.
We'll go with it.
Oh, 20
We'll
seconds
go with
left.
it. 20 seconds left. Looks like it's the match info. That is correct.
15 seconds. 14. 13. That's what I'm.
And
There
there's
it
the
is.
match. Since this was played on my server, I guess I can get the match info and get it looking pretty. Actually, I can probably do this
Alright. I don't even want to interview these people. We should just ban all of Rush from our server and call it good.
I mean, the games aren't going to be played on my server, but sure, let's go with
Wait.
that.
Cam wants to do the post-game interview.
For Rush? Was he even here for most of the
No,
game?
he's been watching it in stream. He wants to ask the questions.
Go right ahead.
So should we
Make
get
my
some,
job
like
easier.
one person from each team?
Sure, go for it. I'll just be here, getting the summary, looking pretty and stuff.
Oh, it's Brock.
Hello.
Okay. That was a game.
That was a
Um,
game.
I want to call that a game. I call that a very big clown fiesta.
To be fair, this was technically a map test.
That's like it's like watching two teams of monkeys throw shit at the wall and hoping something sticks.
It was a map test, so part of it could be part of the map's fault. Granted, Rush did play very
so-
poorly. So not
Ben
completely.
And Muck.
Alright, well they can move up here. Then we can unmute them.
Oh, that's true.
Unless Sprock has power. Do you have power to drag him, Sprock?
No, not in this one. We'd have to be in the race for one.
I was just checking.
The gang's all here.
Alright, and we have a special guest that has questions.
Hello, Premier Bad. How's
Hello.
Overwatch going?
Hey. I'll be your interviewer tonight. How you guys doing?
Did you watch the match?
Yeah, I did. Kind of.
It's just like they kind of played a match. Alright,
I
ask
mean-
away, Cam.
Alright, before I start, how you guys feeling about that
I
match?
feel that was, I don't feel that bad actually.
Both of you should both feel really bad because that was horrible. Honestly. What do you mean? You went through an hour 40.
To be fair, Cam, I don't know if you were there when it happened, but at about an hour into the match, all of BPF's inventories got cleared with the server.
I mean, but that's not Rush.
But you said all of you.
Well, I thought
But-
Ben would feel
I
really
mean,
bad.
BPF won, so like they should. Who the fuck was talking?
Who dare talks over the command badge?
Wow. Wow, I did,
I misclicked.
that's the end of his interview now.
Oh, come on.
I'm really surprised how Muck managed to run both like PvP walls without getting noticed at all. Like he,
No, you just didn't notice me. I'm pretty sure because I Fold didn't see me until I started shooting him. Like when I was almost on second.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone saw Muck at all.
Hey, do the interview. I've been getting this freaking thing. Yeah. Alright, in my Twitch chat is gonna be the pretty match report. With like the format and stuff and whatever. Okay, I guess you guys are terrible at asking questions. I guess I'll do it.
Alright.
I was actually asking questions. I had the beginning thing where I asked them how they were feeling.
He's an Overwatch pro. He knows what he's doing.
Dude, shut the
Okay.
fuck up.
Okay,
more
what?
chance,
Just go back, do stuff.
Wait, is me again?
Yeah, proceed.
Yes.
Okay, so how you guys? I don't know what to say. Someone else do it.
Alright.
Is
Easy,
anyone even watching the stream?
I watched like the last 20 minutes, so I don't
Wait,
know
am I up
what went
again?
wrong. Yeah, I don't know what went wrong, so you gotta ask him that.
Okay, who even are the Who's even in here? I'm not paying attention. Okay, so we have Muck and
He's just talking
Tension.
over Ben.
And oh, whoops. Oh, that's not the right
No,
it.
I was gonna.
What's going on? Just put him as priority speaker.
All right, Ben.
Okay,
Yeah,
go.
what you were saying?
What I can say?
Yeah, you can speak.
I was just saying that we were like really starting to lose resources about 30-40 minutes into the match. Like that's just kind of the limit of the map. Like after that you don't have any basic resources. So we had 0 food, which really hindered me in my PvE wall, and then also everyone else. So we had to go get the mushrooms. Like we were forced to do that.
But that doesn't explain you guys like dying at all the walls
But-
like dumbasses.
I have a serious
I think.
question.
Wait.
On
I think.
average, Matt,
Oh,
I will fix this. On average, how long did both of you spend looking at the map?
I spend like 11 hours with Falcon probably.
Yeah, I suppose spent like 8 or so.
Now, how much
Probably-
time did
probably
the rest of
somewhere.
your team spend on the map?
Strange and Sean probably spent like 2 hours. Actually, probably like more
Yeah, I
like
mean,
one.
I don't know. I feel like everyone knew the map pretty well on my team. Maybe not. No, I think everyone did.
That was not the answer I was hoping for.
Ben, the reason you guys were lacking food was because Uplum died with like 3 stacks of food. You took all of
Oh.
it from the chest, just died with it when you get back to
From
it.
back
Yeah,
resource?
Uplum. That
Yeah.
was really rough in the beginning with Uplum dying. Like we just needed to get ahead there, and it just didn't happen.
Wait, how was that? Like we delayed you so long at the start, but like we had so much map control at the start. How did that affect you?
Well, it didn't really, because like I have to wait for Uplum to get to a certain point in his wall anyway. So like I was supposed to be PvPing anyway, so it didn't delay me. Fold was supposed to get to the balloon, get the iron block, and then go for the hopper the diamond iron blocks below, and he just got delayed by you guys. So that was the main thing that it hurt. But then like just Uplum versus Strange, if we would have won that battle, we would have had a huge advantage at first and the rest of the map. But that just didn't go our way. So that was I think that was really where we lost it. Like you guys controlling Fold and Uplum was a big deal as well, but first hurt a lot when Uplum lost that gear.
First hurt a lot because it was.
Got knocked out of the wool like really early by a mob, and
Yeah.
the part where you had to pillar straight up.
Like I don't think he was even getting PvP'd at that point.
No, yeah, he had a good
Sucks.
like tiny little lead there that he could have exploited on.
Yeah,
Strange.
and like I was trying to shoot Strange too. It was a little hard because I couldn't shift over the lane without being shot. But yeah,
So what,
that was
what you
that
should
was-
have done,
Okay.
is when BPF lost items due to the glitch,
Mhm.
you've
Should've
been like, hey
exploited the
guys, we
shit out of
totally
that.
lost some items. Can we have our food back, please?
Except we didn't. We
Okay.
knew that they didn't have items at
That
all.
was, that was the point where we were just into mushrooms anyway, so we were kind of solving that problem.
Wait, there's
But
mushrooms?
So
yeah,
What the
lost
hell?
a stack of
ran out
golden
of
apples.
we ran out of bows and arrows. Like I had to go back to the crystal mines just to get bows and arrows, and then we ran out of food, and we had to get the mushrooms. There was no other way around it. And then yeah, we just Fold lost that diamond armor. We would have been able to run second and third with that. I feel like that was a huge blow when he fell out of the world. I think he was the latter part and he got silverfished or something, or cave spidered or something. Or I think he was just before the latter part of second. But yeah.
So, any feedback on the map? Like, you think
You probably want more basic supplies.
More basic resources, yeah. Otherwise, I still don't
I
like
think
the
you should
one
make first
wide
easier to run.
PvE sections.
No.
Because
I
if you're
think
in
first
the
is alright.
no, because if you're in the other side and you're spawning a shit ton of mobs like the cave spiders and silverfish,
Oh.
it's really hard to kill inside the lab
Yeah,
second.
I-
That's basically what fucked us over. Because like as Strange was running his part, he was spawning a shit ton of cave spiders and silverfish to knock us out of the world as we were
I
doing the
really
lava.
think you should reorder the buttons like I suggested so they don't have to wait as long. So that everyone, there's always like part of the wall you can run, like to get to a button. I don't know, but I don't know. I think first is fine. I think the lava part is really annoying. Like it's not hard. Like I died in there once, and now it's just because I didn't have any food anyway. But other than that, like I never have too much trouble with it.
How far did you guys get in first?
I spent a while on it because there was no wood left for doors.
Do you guys
so I had
get
to use
get
dirt.
further than us?
I don't know. We got to
No.
the ladder.
No, they didn't.
Actually, no.
You were
Uplum
much further.
never broke the barrier. Yeah, you guys. I think, because I think Sean like, almost got to the end, right?
It's like halfway through the
okay,
last
no,
part.
okay.
Like that last lava bit where after the ladder. You guys were like halfway through there.
Wait, how do you keep
I
dying
still don't
again?
like that role. It's just
He just got knocked out by like the silverfish and cave spiders in the lava, right?
More or less, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that
Or
was
like
really that too.
lava and burning.
That was really frustrating.
yeah. Like I definitely was expecting you guys to like focus that area early on, which is why we had 3 people PvPing there, but we just didn't win that
That's
battle.
because you don't have Chimera badge on your team anymore.
I wouldn't have made a difference. I
They're
don't
missing
think.
the entire C squad.
I mean, what am I supposed to do about 3 players just killing themselves all over
Well,
and
it's,
over
it's a
again?
3v3, dude. That's
you
fair.
wouldn't have 3 plays killing yourself.
it was
every
already
round.
a 3 for most of that game. Ak didn't do much of anything until he ran that wall.
Oh,
He ran that wall after Fold ran it. And that was pretty much all I saw him do the entire game.
let's look at these kill counts. I don't think I died as with some people.
I didn't die
I
at all
post-
until like 1 hour 20 minutes.
Ooh,
I posted
number
the-
5, bottom 9.
I posted
Okay.
the.
Oh no, Chan's on. Chris is on there. Fuck.
There's the good-looking match report, just in case anyone was
Nice.
wondering.
Oh, this looks good.
Yes, it does look good.
Oh wait, no. Okay, yeah.
Oh,
but
the
85
item entry
times.
expired. Gives me cancer.
Yeah.
God, that's like 85 deaths is that's like top 5 for like
Yeah.
competitive matches, at least. If not like top 3, most deaths. A lot.
Upham really
I feel like
Ben,
I feel like that's not even his personal best.
Oh no, there's a
got a high
percentage
score.
game
Yeah.
we had where it went 0 and 105.
Well, I'm talking about like competitive matches.
Oh yeah.
I feel like he had more in Rain Eater
Oh,
Like
so that
in the
means
semifinals.
me
but-
and
Official.
Strange are 2 for 2 against Rush and Throwdowns.
Mm-hmm.
He
2
knows
for
what
2.
he can,
Nice
innit?
2.
Or Chris.
I mean, technically you guys won like 10 minutes into the match, but you know.
How many times did people die in
mean,
the
I've never seen anyone
bulletproof
get
versus fleet on erosion? It
I
was
don't
like an
even
hour 36, and it was over like 2,000.
Well, the most
3,000 arrows
individual
fired.
deaths come from zombie pigment pain loops on AR. Like
Oh,
those can get
remember,
over
Panda
like over
Boy?
200. Yeah, like
Panda Boy
PB,
for
I
number
think.
quarter.
I think PB might have the
Jakash.
record.
Jakash
Jakash,
had
I
a
don't
lot.
think. No, Jakash had the most at the time, but I don't think
No,
it's.
it
really
was
the record anymore.
Solitary Wolf had like 1 million, didn't he?
Oh yeah. So okay, yeah.
I think that was
what,
before
about,
the-
what about the RFW the Tuss versus California Girls? Didn't someone die a lot during that?
They all died.
I don't think it was like.
Oh no, that was where
excessively.
some people got the most kills. That was like Soccer 7 and someone else got the
Parkway.
most kills. Yeah, Parkway. They
There was
played
like a
farm kills.
match. I remember there was an hour 40 like EuroPP versus Tuss on Slippery Slope and like Arms T4 must have been, and Xandres was the only person not pain looping, and he was in diamond armor just shooting. He got like 120 kills or so.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
That might be the record for most kills. Yeah. Anyway, match. Yeah, I don't know. PvP. I feel like I feel like we could have potentially at least gotten. We definitely would have gotten first more time.
Well, we had 100
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah, 100 minutes is a lot of time.
Maybe maybe third. We still had resources at the end just because we ran everything. We actually never ran the iron blocks, but that was because Strange was always PvP and everyone was trying to get it. Yeah. Yeah, it was rough.
Oh, I think you should have more books because right now the anvil is pretty. It was hard for me to get books to the anvil because there was like the books are so spread out on like the obscure locations.
Yeah,
I
I'll
didn't
think
want to go
about
to.
adding some more.
Yeah.
But what I don't really want is that like people can combine the books to make really overpowered ones. Like,
Yeah,
you
but
can
you
make
can
a
just
power
like.
3
Oh
punch
yeah.
one.
Oh, I know what you mean.
We were gonna make a power 1 punch 1 and then another power 1. Oh. Yeah.
but yeah, I'll see what I can do with that.
More wood, I guess, if possible. I don't know. We just ended up planting trees. It wasn't a huge issue. I just wasn't able to make as many doors as I wanted.
I also think you should have more wood to the map because we exhausted
What?
all the wood.
Literally just said that.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
You're complaining about not enough doors.
I don't know. I think the map's decent. In general, I think changes. Like, I really hate the one wide PvE parts where you have to come into a room.
That one, specifically that one gold block is a little stupid.
And then the just a little bit more basic resources. Other than that, it's a pretty solid map. I mean, obviously it's really PvP heavy, and that's not something that I always enjoy. But I think from an objective standpoint, it's pretty pretty good there.
Yeah, that's kind of exactly what I think. Like, personally, I don't enjoy this type of more difficult map in terms of terrain, but I think it's a good map in terms of just map. I just think a little more backup supplies would be cool.
I feel like
just basic supply
our strat would have worked if we just
so what
won those
I'll be
early PvP
having
battles.
is more trees, wood, more food, possibly more arrows and bows.
And make sure you don't just add more food in like one area, because we might have just grabbed too much food in general at once. Like,
well, apparently Uplum died with all he died once and like he lost like
3
over
stacks of food.
Yeah,
you know the chest and resources. Yeah, he died with all of that.
I don't know. I never think there's a reason to limit food on maps, so more is always better.
Although the mushrooms were nice. Those ended up being way more useful than you probably ever expected.
That was literally the only reason why we had to run those resources, is because we needed to get the mushrooms in order to leave our spawn for more than 5 minutes. I don't know.
I also wanted to say that we're gonna boost across, and I was gonna make cannon for your first chest. I think Matt saw that in my dry runs, but
yeah, I was worried about you guys carrying that first double chest, but there's nothing I could do to water it, really.
Oh no, we're gonna do that at the start of the match. Like that was like our strat. I was gonna get boosted across, and I was take the 14 different spawn, and I would make a cannon for your thing, but you guys got across too fast. Well, I probably could have done it since we killed you, but
you didn't kill me.
I killed you
after.
Yeah.
Oh, later, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of hard to make that late decision, but yeah.
I think someone mentioned the bulletproof left lane game for Fleece AP and amount of deaths. The highest was Hive Raven with 70, but like the total combined deaths was insanely high. Just
I mean, there's a lot of deaths. Well, I guess not as much on BPF side. I only died 16 times, which is surprising. I thought I died more.
Who do you think was the MVP?
On our team? Oh, on your team?
Obviously,
no, for the entire match. Strange, okay.
Strange 100% for sitting there doing nothing.
Unless it was you, Muck.
I think Falcon did a pretty good job.
Yeah, like overall, BPF played really well. They did their roles really well.
Rip Sean.
Falcon did a really good job at the bottom.
That was probably the best game I've seen from Falcon ever.
Yeah, he did a really good job at the bottom, at the end of the map. That cannon that sat there for literally the entire match until we saw him take you out whenever he went down.
That was hilarious.
I watched where his TNT was going the first time, and it was high, so I was like, alright, I know where the TNT's going, I'm going to avoid it the second time, and then I went to the spot that I thought it wasn't going to land, and it landed exactly there. It's so annoying.
Oh no, that's because he does the TNT high first to get rid of the iron blocks, because if you don't do it high first, the TNT blocks it later.
Well, I had already gotten below, like, he missed me the first time. He just flat out missed me, and so I was like, alright, I'm going to make sure I go as far away as possible.
No, Falcon has really bad memory cannon. You know that corner cannon for the diamond we made? I spent like 3 hours trying to show him how to do it, and
that was my cannon. You guys cheated and saw me do it.
Yeah, also, Muck fucking watched me once doing strats, too.
That was a dry cannon for the diamond you didn't even do.
We were supposed to. Actually, oh yeah, and an op cannon at the beginning anyway. I've never seen that cannon fail. I don't know how it did.
I think he did it on, like, not bedrock, that's why
he, like, built it up? Yeah, that might be why. I was supposed to do that.
Hey, you don't know it, but Rush blew up your gold chest, but for the sake of map testing, we just replaced it.
Look.
What?
What? No, were you not listening again?
No, I wasn't listening. I was sorry.
You didn't know it.
No, it's okay.
No, I'll tell him. You didn't know it in the game, but Rush blew up your wool chest, but we just replaced it for the sake of map testing.
Oh my god. Wait. Which one?
It was literally the first cannon we did. We were trying to hit your diamond and iron blocks, and somehow Ock built the cannon wrong, and it blew up the wall.
Oh my god.
I think your server's okay, Chris. By the way.
Thanks. Did you put it on?
I put it
also,
on
I can't figure
auto
out...
ref and sport bucket.
I can't figure out why, but that map's a lot laggier than most.
Yeah, actually, I was gonna
because of all the mobs. I think it's because of the mobs. There's a lot of them.
Strange couldn't record because there was so much lag.
Yeah, I tried recording too, and it was lagging too much. I just
There's
like
one
ended it
point
3 minutes in.
when, shortly after you lost items, I did an entity check, and there was like over 400 entities between players and mobs.
Jesus.
Yeah, well, it's
Yeah,
probably
and
all the
like
mobs.
there was some server lag at some point too. I think it was around 1 year.
Yeah, there was-
got cleared actually.
We noticed that, we're like, what?
You know that's happened to me before, but it's only happened to one player, not the entire team. I don't know why it happened to the entire team.
It might just be
Yeah,
like
how-
area depend. I've never seen it recreated aside from tournament matches or official matches.
Also, can you turn on the
so
spawn protection on your server? Like so many maps, you can't get the spawn chest because spawn protection.
I don't have spawn protection.
Yes, you do. Load up nail right now.
I'm not loading up now, but I'll check it.
There,
on the
so
server
load up
config.
nail and then go to the general chest.
I'll go to the server config. But anyway, going back to the
It's
match,
also not going to affect CZ because he has up.
and I'm not
Oh, yeah,
de-opping
you should
myself.
re-op me.
Sorry. I don't even know who I'm re-opping because there were so many people that were up that I didn't op. So I don't know. Whatever. Back to the match. Like we were saying before, Falcon did a really good job at the bottom of the map with those cannons. The punch bow had some really clutch shots. Personally, I think he would have done better for most of the match with the power bow. I don't know if you guys had.
We
the option to
couldn't get a
power bow.
punch. We couldn't get a power bow because the power bows were all on the back resource, but Strange only shifted over instead of
Alright, fair
actually
enough.
running it.
Fair enough.
There's
Um,
a
Well, you
there's
could
a
get on the power
there's a
book
power
from-
booking first, like in the
Yeah.
first like
Oh
checkpoint.
yeah, but you know that's the one we were struggling with.
Well,
Yeah,
you could have got
like
it
really early on.
eventually.
Oh. Well.
Anyway,
Just my personal opinion, I think power bow would have suited him really well at one point in the match, mostly because most of you guys were naked, and being able to just get those 2 shots with you guys running the just pain looping those wolves would have been really helpful. Obviously, didn't affect things in the long run. The punch bow ended up being really useful anyway.
Yeah, especially down at third, at the entrance of third.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
he never hit me. I don't think at the or maybe he was hitting off. But when
He was hitting.
never
He
hit
knocked
me
Fold
with the-
out with all of his armor and all but 2 of the blue wool, which Falcon
Oh, right,
subsequently
right.
cannoned out,
Yeah.
which caused Oct to have to run that again. So like really,
Did he run the whole thing?
he had to run the
Yeah.
whole thing again because
Oh
the
my
only
God.
2 safeties were placed in the same area, and then he got knocked out with everything else. So
Why didn't he pass round?
I don't know. I am not Fold.
I said that too during the game.
Like, did you guys go for the mushrooms and stuff?
No, we
They didn't know that
we
was
didn't go in. We only shifted over.
Like, what were you guys doing? Like for the second half of the game, it seemed like because we I feel like did make some decent progress, and then
Second
you guys,
half after, as in like after.
Like, I guess you guys were locking down us, but
You mean second half as
It
in
seemed
after
like-
I got second and third?
yeah, like it almost seemed like you guys were more resource starved than us.
No,
we
they
didn't,
weren't.
because like after we got the fortune books from the first and second, second and third, sorry, we
Oh,
made
you
fortune
went-
2. We went fortune 2, and I got myself full diamond. I didn't mind the entire thing because I didn't know how, and I was lazy. I just got myself full diamond armor, and I ran like so you saw what I did with full diamond. But like we were just really struggling with Sean's part of third, first, because like he kept dying and like because you guys saw him right, like
Yeah.
at like an hour
Yeah.
during the match, he was still stuck on the first part. I'm not sure why, but he was really struggling with that. And Strange couldn't progress because he was really struggling with his part. So I went down there to help him, and we got some things done. But I died at like the last section.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Did really good. Did really good running the wolves. Obviously running a part of every single wool despite not getting first wool. And then Strange with the combination of the wool running, playing out the stuff really well, and then locking down Uplum, especially at the start of the game, keeping him away from his armor. Really good job on Strange's part for there, and probably was the thing that shook Rush up the most, I'd say.
Yeah, the thing, like, Muck was the best. Muck, you were doing really well PvP early on. That's the one thing. Because I killed Sean a couple times, but I think you killed Fold a couple times, and you just stayed alive. You had that chest piece, so. Yeah. I think that was the one thing that really screwed us over was you there. And also Strange, obviously, winning out the 1v1 with Uplum. Or I guess Uplum died first before that happened, but.
So overall,
Those two
BPF played
things.
really well this game. Excited to see what happens the rest of the tournament. I think you get your opponent is not dropped out of the tournament. I think.
We're not playing the match though.
So on.
Well, they're done. Although you guys could, I think there's another team that isn't playing. I think Penumbra isn't playing a match either this weekend, so you guys can maybe play with them.
I mean, the only downside is
Just like
with the way the group stage happens, you don't know which maps you're going to be playing. So maybe playing a throwdown on a map that's in the map pool might not be the best idea, just because you don't want to reveal potential strats.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can replay maps or whatever, but I don't know. Just my point of view.
With just having this throwdown. I'm like, this is a new roster, like this, you know, this new team that was built. You know, well, I mean, it's still like, no, yeah, I know, but I would just like, this is the first time I've played with this team in like an official match, and I just want to say like how they did.
So I guess this is a good time to transfer. Week one of the Raceful annual championship, whatever, is going to be happening this weekend. 4 matches being played on Saturday. Grand Waffles versus Chaos? Yeah, I think that's Chaos. At noon, 3 p.m., Dix Insider is going to be facing Eternal Cross. At 6, USNZ is going to be facing Nice. And at 8, we have 4-4 Reunion Tour versus Crafts Gang. The maps that are going to be played aren't going to be decided until right before the match starts, with the teams vetoing the maps beforehand. So we'll get to see those and be surprised when the time comes. But those are the matchups.
I think the 2 matches to definitely watch out for are going to be Dixon versus Eternal Cross and 404 versus Crafts Gang.
What's Eternal Cross? Who's on Eternal Cross?
They're the only 4 teams that have actually shown like interest in signing up and like making sure that matches happen.
I think Group C is honestly the only competitive group that won't be like, that's the only group I can see like not.
The thing is the bottom 2 teams in Group C have a chance of taking out the number 2 team in Group C, but the top 2 teams in Group A and B weren't going to be.
I think Dixon will
upset
do well.
by the bottom 2.
Yeah. Like, the only other group stage matches that matter are like the top 2 seeds of each group, so USNZ and BPF and Matt's team versus Grand Waffles versus must be Penumbra. Other than that, it's just Group C, I think. That's gonna be determined.
So just for anyone who's, in case, has no idea what the group stage maps are, the potential maps that can be played are Buzzard by Rapthos, Candyland by Chanman, Procession by Rapthos, Twisted Ruins by myself, Elemental by Foldesi, Inferno by Sprock, and Norway by Koipen. So those are the potential maps we can be seeing tomorrow and throughout the group stages. So although this wasn't officially part of the tournament, a really nice introduction for the tournament, and I guess a sneak preview as to what we can see in later rounds. Gun camping isn't, to my knowledge, officially in the map pool, but
could be for bracket stage.
Could be for bracket stage. I don't think they've released that yet, but we will see when the time comes.
Yay!
Alrighty. I'm just gonna mute and deafen. So anyone who's still here, thanks for watching. A bit of a long match and a bit of a doozy. We'll see how the group stage ends up playing out on maps that have been tested a little more. Obviously, this is a throwdown for a map test. Matt isn't putting a ton of work in that. Just getting a competitive match to see what works, what's broken, what needs to be fixed. And I'd say for a first map test, official map test, it didn't go too poorly. It definitely could have gone worse, but we'll see how that ends up being patched in the future, and who knows, maybe we'll see it in the market stage. So stay tuned tomorrow for Raceful matches all day, starting at noon Eastern Standard Time, or Eastern Day, I don't know the difference. Eastern Time, noon Eastern is the first match. Like I said earlier, gonna be Grand Waffles versus Chaos. So we'll see how that ends up going. Grand Waffles being remnants of Noble Waffles, who placed second in the Artillery tournament. So good team, experienced players, good players, and Chaos somewhat unknown. Pretty sure they come from Ocean. Not sure how they've done in tournaments in the past, but we'll see how they end up performing against one of the better teams in Raceful. So stay tuned for that. Look forward to that, and maybe you can see us all day tomorrow. We'll see. So if there are any updates, they'll be posted on Reddit, reddit.com/r/mctourney, and then our new subreddit that we just recently got a hold of, r/raceforwool. So Race for Wool is still getting a reskin to actually look better. I don't know how the progress for that is going, but it should look a little better in the coming days, weeks, months. I don't know, but hopefully that's going to be our main hub for Raceful stuff, with RMCT going down and losing the domain, and then the admins pretty much officially calling it on permanent hiatus. We'll see how this new rebranding works out for Raceful and how this tournament ends up playing out. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned tomorrow for some more matches, and we will see y'all then.